In response to my story, a joint statement provided to the Wall Street Journal, Governor and Ms. Murphy stated, "We are confident that this allegation was handled appropriately by the administration and policies and procedures were properly and promptly followed. However, it is clear the process during the transition was inconsistent with our values and the hire should not have happened." Why did I have to tell my story to the Wall Street Journal for the administration to acknowledge that it should not have hired Mr. Alvarez? I should not have to be here today. I should not have been attacked. I reported my attack to the police and the Hudson County Prosecutor's Office, and my report went unheard. I reported my attack to the campaign, transition committee, and administration, and it went unheard. I asked to report my attack to the governor and first lady, and my request went unheard. I and no survivor should have to tell their story to the newspaper to be heard. I had access to people in the highest positions of power in the state of New Jersey. And at each turn, my pleas for help went unanswered. Somehow, it wasn't a priority to address my sexual assault and working with my rapist until it impacted them. We all have a lot of work to do. It's not about one bad actor. This isn't about one incident. It isn't about one hiring. This is about a pervasive culture of assault and violence. It is every person who looked the other way instead of acting. It's the millions of survivors in New Jersey before me whose attackers never saw conviction. It's the survivors before me whose employers kept perpetrators of violence and harassment. It's the millions of survivors who were only able to come forward years later to find out that it's too late. We can work to prevent sexual assault. We won't be able to change the entire country's culture overnight, but we can each play a part. We can believe survivors. We can stop he said, she said from always becoming he said. We can improve the justice system. Prosecutors, judges, and juries can receive training and remove bias. This, honorable members of the legislature, this is your role. We can enact laws like Maryland and Michigan that make it easier to pursue justice for survivors of sexual assault, such as allowing prior and additional accusations to be used at trial. This is your role. We can remove the 2-year statute of limitations on sexual assault claims so that when all else fails, survivors can pursue a civil case when they are ready. This is your role. We can improve workplace hiring and employment practices. Since I came forward, 2 other women have said Al Alvarez attacked them before me, but his record showed no trace. Character reports matter. This is your role. These reforms did not exist for me or for the million survivors before me, but they can exist for the next survivor, because unfortunately there will be a next one. It is our role to ensure that when they report, they get the justice that they deserve. Thank you, and I welcome any questions that you have at this time.